think the trade,
Anybody have a trade?
Do you
Go
think
ahead,
your trade
please.
deal
That can only happen.
Trump's criminal case is fading away, but some legal perils still loom in 2025. The soon-to-be president is still facing numerous lawsuits that could cost him hundreds of millions of dollars. At this time last year, Donald Trump was facing the prospect of 4 criminal trials that could put him behind bars for years, and hundreds of millions of dollars in penalties from civil cases that had been brought against him.
Okay, I know you're not thinking. You never do.
I'm sorry?
No, what does that have to do with trade? I don't mind answering the question, but,
Election. Trump was convicted in May.
Now the criminal cases against him are in jeopardy. The 2 federal prosecutions have already been dismissed, while the 2 state cases are stalled, and appeals courts might whittle down the hefty civil judgments against him. The change in circumstance is largely due to Trump's election win. The federal cases were dropped because of a Justice Department legal opinion that sitting presidents can't be prosecuted, a position Trump's lawyers have said should be applied to the state cases, as well.
Is asking a judge in his
I know, but how about talking about trade, and then we'll get to that.
He wants to wait until after the November presidential.
It's like in a state of shock.
Trump's attorneys in his civil cases, meanwhile, are trying to use his soon-to-be office to their benefit, as well. His spokesperson, Stephen Chung, said in a statement that Trump's election was a mandate from the American people, who demanded an immediate end to the political weaponization of our justice system and a swift dismissal of all the witch hunts against him. We look forward to uniting our country as President Trump makes America great again.
Business records to conceal a 2016 hush
This weekend, Mr. President, you said that it's incorrect to say you're limiting
money payment to Stormy Daniels.
Here's a look at where the various court cases against the president-elect stand, and how they may, or may not, be affected by his inauguration January 20th. Trump was convicted in New York State Court in May of 34 counts of falsifying business records related to a hush money payment his then lawyer Michael Cohen paid porn star Stormy Daniels in the closing days of the 2016 presidential election. Daniels claimed she had a sexual encounter with Trump in 2006, an allegation he has denied.
You never do.
I'm sorry?
No, what does that have to do with trade? I don't mind answering the question, but,
Election. Trump was convicted in May of falsifying.
Go ahead.
Trump, who pleaded not guilty to the charges, was initially set to be sentenced in July, a date that got pushed back after the U.S. Supreme Court issued a decision that created a new standard for presidential immunity. His attorneys argued that the High Court's ruling meant the indictment and conviction should be tossed out, since they relied in part on evidence related to Trump's time in office.
Shocked that I picked her.
Former President Donald Trump is asking a judge in his
I know, but how about talking about trade, and then we'll get to that.
He wants to wait until after the November presidential.
Judge Juan Merchan rejected that argument in a December 16 ruling, but he has yet to rule on Trump's separate, more sweeping motion to dismiss the case, or to set a new date for Trump's sentencing. That's what we can say. If there are any shortcomings, we apologize profusely. Thank you to all loyal News Office viewers. To support our channel, please press like, comment and subscribe. For your attention, we thank you for your support.
Investigation.
Business records to conceal a 2016 hush.
This weekend, Mr. President, you said that it's incorrect to say you're limiting